Have you ever heard of a soldier who went to war without a single weapon? It sounds impossible, right? But today, we're talking about a man who did just that and became one of the greatest heroes of World War II. This is the incredible true story of Desmond Doss. Born in Virginia in 1919, Desmond was a devout Seventh-day Adventist. His faith was the bedrock of his life, teaching him that killing was a sin under any circumstance. One day, a picture of the Ten Commandments hanging in his home particularly struck him. The image depicted Cain standing over his brother Abel, and the commandment "Thou shalt not kill" became deeply ingrained in his heart. This conviction would define his entire life, especially when the world plunged into war. When the attack on Pearl Harbor happened, patriotism swept the nation. Desmond, working at a naval shipyard, could have received a deferment, but he felt a moral duty to serve his country. However, he was determined to serve in a way that didn't violate his conscience. He enlisted in the army in April 1942, but with a unique condition: he would serve as a combat medic, saving lives instead of taking them. He registered as a conscientious objector, but not the kind who refused to serve at all. He wanted to be on the front lines, just without a rifle. This decision made his life in basic training incredibly difficult. His fellow soldiers and superiors couldn't understand him. They saw his refusal to carry a weapon as cowardice. They mocked him, calling him a holy roller, and worse. He was ostracized, given extra duty punishment, and physically hazed. They tried everything to break him, to make him quit. One officer even tried to have him discharged on the grounds of mental instability. Another attempted to court-martial him for refusing a direct order to carry a rifle. Through it all, Desmond held firm to his beliefs, praying for strength. He told them, "I'm sorry, I can't touch a gun. While you're taking lives, I'll be saving them." His unit, the 77th Infantry Division, was eventually deployed to the Pacific. Desmond served bravely in Guam and the Philippines, earning 2 Bronze Star medals for his courage in aiding wounded soldiers under fire. But his greatest test was yet to come. In the spring of 1945, his division was sent to Okinawa, to a place that would become legendary, the Mader Escarpment, better known as Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge was a brutal, unforgiving battlefield. It was a 400-foot sheer cliff, heavily fortified by Japanese soldiers. The American forces faced relentless machine gun fire, mortars, and grenades. The casualties were staggering. During one particularly ferocious assault, the American troops were forced to retreat, leaving dozens of wounded soldiers behind on top of the ridge, certain to be killed by the enemy. Everyone scrambled down the cargo nets to safety, everyone except one man, Desmond Doss. As his comrades retreated, Desmond stayed behind, alone, surrounded by the chaos of battle. He refused to abandon the wounded. With enemy soldiers closing in, he single-handedly began the most incredible rescue mission imaginable. He prayed, "Lord, please help me get one more," and then he got to work. He dragged wounded soldiers, one by one, to the edge of the cliff and lowered them down to safety using a rope sling he had devised. For 12 hours, under constant fire, he repeated this process again and again. Each time he saved a man, he would pray, "Lord, please help me get one more." He treated their wounds, whispered words of comfort, and carried them through the hellscape of Hacksaw Ridge. He didn't discriminate. He even treated some of the injured Japanese soldiers. By the time he was done, he had saved an estimated 75 men. 75 lives pulled from the brink of death by one unarmed medic. His heroism didn't end there. A few weeks later, during another attack, Doss was severely wounded by a grenade, his legs riddled with shrapnel. Instead of calling for another medic to risk their life for him, he treated his own wounds and waited 5 hours to be rescued. While being carried back on a stretcher, he saw another soldier who was more critically injured. Desmond rolled off his own stretcher and insisted the medics take the other man first. While waiting again, he was hit by a sniper's bullet, which shattered his arm. He used a rifle stock to fashion a splint for his own arm and crawled 300 yards to an aid station. For his unbelievable bravery and self-sacrifice at Hacksaw Ridge, President Harry S. Truman awarded Desmond Doss the Medal of Honor in October 1945. He was the first and only conscientious objector to receive America's highest military decoration. After the war, Desmond's life was a quiet struggle. His injuries left him with lasting disabilities. He spent years in and out of hospitals and eventually lost a lung to tuberculosis, a disease he contracted during the war. Despite the pain, he dedicated his life to his family and his church. He never saw himself as a hero. He always said he was just a man trying to serve God and his country in the way he knew how. Desmond Doss passed away in 2006 at the age of 87, leaving behind a legacy of faith, courage, and unwavering conviction. His story teaches us that heroism comes in many forms. It's not always about charging into battle with a weapon. Sometimes, the greatest courage is found in the quiet determination to save a life, to hold on to your beliefs against all odds, and to answer the call of duty with a heart full of compassion. Thank you for watching. If you were inspired by this story, please like this video and subscribe for more tales of incredible people. See you next time.